What's dirtier, your favorite restaurant or your own fridge? The answer might shock you. From cutting boards teeming with invisible bacteria to spice jars carrying more germs than a toilet handle, today we expose the hidden germ hotspots where you eat, cook, and store food. And trust me, some of these dangers are closer than you think. Even closer than the bathroom. I'm not here to scare you, but to reveal what most people overlook. In this video, we'll dive into surprising scientific studies comparing commercial kitchens to personal ones. You'll see why restaurants have strict health codes and why your home might secretly be worse. Stay tuned to the end, because the last hotspot is one nobody expects, and it's something you touched today. First up, cutting boards. Studies show a cutting board used for raw chicken can harbor up to 200 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. Restaurants sanitize their boards between uses, but at home, many people simply rinse with water. That leaves salmonella behind, waiting for the next meal. And here's a twist. Wooden cutting boards can actually be safer than plastic. Why? Wood naturally absorbs moisture, trapping bacteria inside where most die off. Plastic boards, however, can develop tiny knife grooves, perfect hiding spots for microbes. Comment below, which do you use, wood or plastic? Next, the humble sponge. In homes, sponges can contain billions of bacteria per cubic inch. One German study even found strains similar to those in hospital waste. Imagine washing your plate with that. Restaurants rarely use sponges. They prefer disposable towels and sanitizer. Here's something few people know. Microwaving your sponge for 90 seconds can kill most bacteria. But if it's already smelly, toss it. That smell? It's millions of microbes releasing gas. Kinda gross, right? Fun fact, in NASA's space stations, sponges are banned. Why? Because bacteria love moisture, and in zero gravity, they're impossible to control. Now, the sneakiest culprit, spice jars. During cooking, people grab spices after handling raw meat. Research from Rutgers University found salmonella and E. coli living happily on these jar surfaces. And here's the scary part. Those germs can survive for days. Restaurants wipe down condiments daily, but at home, spice jars almost never get cleaned. Let me ask you, when was the last time you actually washed your paprika jar? Which do you think is dirtier, your salt shaker or your smartphone? Believe it or not, studies suggest phones win. Drop your guess in the comments. If you're learning something new here, hit subscribe. We uncover the unseen dangers in everyday life and how to protect yourself. Also, I'd love to hear in the comments which hotspot shocked you the most so far. Many believe cold kills bacteria. It doesn't. Your fridge only slows growth. If temperatures rise above 40 degrees Fahrenheit, pathogens multiply fast. One survey found half of household fridges are set too warm. Restaurants are required by law to check fridge thermometers daily. At home, most people never check at all. And leftovers? The rule of thumb is 2 hours at room temperature, then into the fridge. Anything beyond that, you're gambling. That leftover pizza? It might not be as safe as you think. In fact, the CDC once traced a salmonella outbreak to potato salad, stored overnight in a fridge that was just a few degrees too warm. Not the restaurant's fault. It was the fridge. Here's the twist. Health inspectors often find some restaurant restrooms cleaner than people's home kitchens. Why? Restaurants face fines for violations, forcing strict cleaning. At home, we rely on habits and sometimes laziness. Think about it. When was the last time you disinfected your fridge handle or your knife block? Those everyday touches might be riskier than that diner restroom you worry about. So, restaurant or home, who wins? The truth is, both can be germ havens if cleaning and temperature control are ignored. But here's the good news: awareness is power. Simple habits: disinfecting cutting boards, tossing old sponges, cleaning spice jars, and checking fridge temps can make your kitchen safer than many restaurants. The difference isn't location, it's vigilance. Now, I want to hear from you. Which do you think is riskier, restaurants or home kitchens? Drop your answer below. And if you want to learn how to safely cook outdoors without food poisoning, click the last video on food safety tips for outdoor cooking and barbecues. You'll never look at grilling the same way again.